I'm back! Oh, that's another live. I'm super excited to be back. You guys, we're talking more about transfers as usual, and also dive a little bit into the Club World Cup. Welcome back to the live. I'm Kingsley. I'm with my brother Andrew. Let's get into it. Let's talk about, before we even get into, I know the headline, there are a lot of people that we put for this title, Luis Diaz, Konate. But before we dive into the main guys, which is this whole Liverpool conversation, let's go back to one striker that we've been talking about all the time that is not Victor Gyökeres, and that is Ekiteke. So Ekiteke has popped up again.
Again,
Yeah. Chelsea, Manchester United are closely monitoring Ekiteke's situation. PSG are set to benefit financially if the deal goes through. The 22-year-old striker is expected to leave Frankfurt soon, and PSG will receive 20% of any transfer fee due to a sell-on clause. Right?
close. Oh my days.
Chelsea, apparently, you guys still have a very strong interest in Ekiteke.
You should forget about this
I
guy.
don't know why
What
Ekiteke
is
keeps popping
Ekiteke?
up.
Why are they even entertaining it? Someone that his conversion rate is really low. It's
Mhm,
terrible.
mhm.
100 million. It feels like clubs just call this amount. They don't even check the player they are selling anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
call
You
amount.
don't.
Don't check the player they are selling anymore.
Hugo Ekiteke is really appreciated by Chelsea. He's a player they really like, but at the moment, the negotiation is not closed at all because Chelsea were asking for information to Frankfurt about the player, and their answer was that this asking price is 100 million euros. So they want to sell Ekiteke for 100 million euros. Is Ekiteke worth 100 million euros? I'm beginning to feel like, you were right about what you said. The moment
Is it
Chelsea,
even worth 50?
it's almost like the moment Chelsea enters a deal, they just inflate the price of the player. It's like this is something that is going on when it comes to transfers with you
Ridiculous. It's
guys.
ridiculous. It's
There's an
ridiculous.
expectation that you guys will pay a lot of money.
It's ridiculous and irritating. Both sides.
It's
Ridiculous
crazy.
and irritating. Because you talk about Ekiteke, what has he done in football?
I don't
Even
know.
even Gil Keres has done something,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's
Mm-hmm.
he's 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 not going for even 100 million, right? He's going for 80 million. So
Yeah.
why is Ekiteke? What is the criteria? Is it the sell-on clause that is the problem?
I don't know, but having a sell-on clause seems like a very good idea because PSG are going to benefit from
He
that sell-on
doesn't
clause.
even score more goals than Jackson. I don't think so.
Ekiteke, Ekiteke
No,
could be good. It could be good. That conversion rate scares me a lot. Coming into like the Premier League, having that conversion rate is quite scary. But who knows, right? Ekiteke might actually do well if he comes. You just can never know.
he's not going to do well. There's no point wasting that money. He's not going to do well.
Wow.
He's not going to. If he didn't do well in the French league, has a low conversion rate, then he's going to be worse in the Premier League. There's no even point. I don't know why they are looking at him. I don't know why.
I don't
It
know
makes
as well.
it makes no sense. So
At first, I thought it was like
is
the
a kind
agents.
of
I thought it was the agents that were just inflating the
is the
price
agents. They are
by
trying all their
spreading
best.
by spreading the news everywhere, saying everybody wants
Yeah,
Ekiteke, everybody wants Ekiteke. But
they are trying their best, but
I don't see it. It
at
feels
the
so
at
forced.
the end of the day, it's just irritating. I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
I mean, let's move on. Let's talk about a little bit about Liverpool. Liverpool have completed the signing of reported Manchester United goalkeeper target Freddie Woodman. I don't know much about Freddie Woodman. Do you know anything about Freddie Woodman? He's a goalkeeper.
I've never even heard anybody called Freddie Woodman. If you didn't mention Freddie Woodman, I won't even know.
Yeah, I don't know
So
who Freddie Woodman is.
was he from the academy?
I'm not sure, but I think it was a free transfer. There's a free transfer. It was at Preston North End. I don't know if he was there, if
Mm,
he's actually from there, and
yeah,
then Man U also had an interest in him as
interest in
well.
him.
But Liverpool were the ones that went and closed down
Okay,
that day. But yeah,
probably that's
he's
what
going to be
happened.
the Liverpool's third goalkeeper. I've not seen much about
The
him.
the goalkeeper
What he did.
Liverpool the goalkeeper Liverpool bought for 70 something million from, is it Villarreal?
Yeah,
Is he coming this season?
I think he's coming. I think he's number two behind Alisson.
Wow, that's
I
his
heard I heard
that's
he's I heard he's really good.
that's his strong number two. Alisson should be careful because one or
Yeah,
two
really?
mistakes. Yes, he's good. He's good. His name
Wow.
is Ma something Villi or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. I know who you're talking
Very
about.
long name. So
Yeah.
Allison needs to be careful. Catch every ball he can.
But
No
Allison is,
mistakes.
I mean,
He hardly makes
now that
mistake. Anyways,
Kelleher has been sold, I feel like it makes sense for them to go get, another goalkeeper.
goalkeeper
Have like that. We might have like four goalkeepers at this point, but I think
still okay.
I think it's
Still
okay to
okay.
have that kind
Still
of
okay.
signing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Konate. Konate does not want to renew this deal.
He's Real Madrid bound. We all
I
know
think,
this.
and people have also hinted that Konate has even started learning Spanish or even knows Spanish.
Oh
So
my days. Oh my days.
it's looking really
Oh,
scary for Liverpool right now. It's looking
that's
like,
Los Blancos getting into his head.
yeah, I think he's most likely going to leave Liverpool and going to
I,
leave
I
Real
think the
Madrid.
I think the best thing is for Liverpool to sell him off this season. Like just sell him off. But the problem is if once you sell Konate, hello SSB, once you sell Konate, it affects your the title race for you guys.
Because
Because
who do you bring in?
yes, and there was some journalists that they carry some rumors today that
Yeah,
Liverpool are actually looking into buying Cowell to
Levi
get him.
Colwell.
Yes,
I actually thought we were looking into
Gehi
get Gehi.
and Gehi, two of them. But
Wow.
Cowell is also hello
Because
Dorcas. Yeah,
Gomez is like,
yeah.
I don't know.
But Gehi, what's the news on Gehi?
I don't know what the news on
Ah,
Gehi is.
SSB is saying Gehi or Konate, who is better? I think Konate is better. If you ask,
Konate is a wall.
is
Like, it's
better.
so hard to
Is
get through. But
better. Is better.
The problem with
Yeah.
Konate is he overcommits.
No, but he overcommits and he gets the ball. You hardly
When
have
you
see
hardly beat him through.
the
But
times you
when you
beat
beat
him,
him,
he gets a yellow card most times.
yeah.
But he hardly allows you go. Hardly. Okay, yes, I agree with that too. Van Dijk bails him out sometimes.
I know, right? I mean, VVD has been helping him. Watches a lot of the Liverpool games. Like, I watch a lot of games,
Yeah.
and I tell you, like, Konate has really impressed. He really impressed me last season.
Oh, he
But
didn't play
that
well against PSG. I
he
saw
didn't
that game.
exactly he didn't play well
I saw
against
that game.
PSG. Konate, he really impressed me last season. He had a lot of games where he was really good and he really
Yeah.
came into his own. But
Mm.
season before that, Konate commits like
Yes, he was.
crazy.
Yeah, the club,
There was a
especially the club's time,
there was
because
a reason why
club's time is a bit different. There's more pressure on the defenders,
yes.
right?
Mhm.
So that's it. So, but looking at Gehi has mistakes in him a bit, but
Yeah,
I like.
just like how Klopp was picking Matip over Konate. People did not understand.
Oh,
If
they were picking Matip over Konate. Oh, yes,
if
yes, yes, yes.
Matip was
He was
starting,
always picking Matip over Konate, and it was surprising.
if it's Matip who
Yeah,
was starting at Liverpool, it was towards like, he was not getting
yeah,
fit, he was
yeah.
like getting older and all that, and then they just, ultimately that injury just took him out. But then Konate, I'm not saying Konate is not really good, he's really good, right?
Mm.
But he really came into his own last season. Last season, to me, he
And
really, really came into his
the
own.
style of play helped him.
It suited him really well,
His
right?
style of play helped him.
Because the style of play, yeah, it was once the best ball carrying. I was about to even say that too. Like,
Who
that
is
ball
that?
carrying ability, Matip, his ball carrying
Okay.
ability is just so unreal. Like, he can carry the ball, just drive, give that one pass that, that's so essential to the build-up play. And that's why Klopp, based on how Klopp plays, he wants to make sure he has that high press, that possession of the ball, and he wants people that can drive the ball forward. You see, VVD knows how to give long passes.
Yes,
He knows
very
he
well.
knows how to give really
Yeah,
good long
very
long
well,
passes and
very
stuff.
well.
You see Matip, he knows how to carry the ball.
Yeah,
Those are things that even Konate started bringing into his game a
his
little
game.
bit, carrying the ball forward sometimes and all that. So I don't know, man.
It's
But
hard to
Konate
say.
leaving me,
I've watched few
yeah.
games where I saw maybe one or two games I saw maybe like twice I've seen mistake from Gay.
Mhm.
But Gay hardly makes mistakes. Hardly. He hardly
Yeah.
makes mistakes. But it's just the height I'm worried about. I don't know how tall he is.
But do you really think it's a problem? The
Height
height.
height is anyways, we complain about height. Tomori was considered short in Chelsea, but in terms of jump, he jumps more than even those that are taller than him. So
Yeah.
yeah, just I don't know.
But let's shift away from Liverpool for a bit and we'll come back to Liverpool. Let's go to Arsenal. So we've been talking about Arsenal signing, a striker and stuff. But it
Mm.
seems like they instead went to sign a new or in talks to sign a new centre back.
I saw it today.
Mosquera, right?
Yes, I saw
Christian
it today.
Mosquera.
A left-sided center back.
I don't understand why
I
Arteta
think
wants to
I think
sign.
he doesn't know. The thing is that if Gabriel goes on
Mhm.
injury, you notice there's it feels like that wall is coming down. Once
What
Gabriel,
of Kiwior and
he doesn't trust Gideon.
Kiwior?
He does not trust Gideon. He does not trust Gideon, right?
Are
He
you
said,
saying what? I say
eh,
Gideon
eh,
or Kiwior?
I don't know his name, but Gideon Key or whatever. Gideon. He doesn't trust him. You know what I'm
Arsenal
talking
Arteta
about.
are taking me off. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I don't understand. I feel like they've been going
I saw
very,
it
very
today. I
indirect.
saw it today, and I was like, "What the heck is Arteta and this Arsenal board? What are you
And he
doing?"
wants to go to Arsenal. Mosquera wants to go to Arsenal.
But is
Has
that
already said yes.
should that be a priority signing? Should
I
that
don't
be?
know.
Why don't you sign this? We're talking. It's like feels like every day we spend huge time talking about
I
Arsenal.
mean, I didn't want to spend a lot of time talking about Arsenal. It's
No,
just something I
we
had to
have to
put
talk
out there.
about it. I saw it today, and I just looked at it and I hissed and I
Yeah,
swiped it off. Right?
yeah.
Why don't you focus your time and sign your striker? Then you can do other deals.
Mm.
Like it feels like the striker is not a priority for him. Anyway, you already said he has Gabriel Jesus and the Kai Havertz.
And
Maybe you
Trossard.
and Trossard, he wants to go into
Mm.
next season with them. Maybe he doesn't even need a striker. We're just crying for him. Yeah, we're just crying for him. He doesn't need a striker.
I think it's more than obvious that he does need a striker.
He thinks he doesn't need a
I
striker.
think it's more than obvious
He
because if
feels
you look
like
at if he doesn't get a striker, then I think he needs to get a very good winger, and that could help. A winger that can actually score goals for him.
they are not serious with what
See,
they are
Arsenal is not
doing. They
serious.
don't have it. They don't. SSB even said what I just said. They are not serious. They don't have a strategy. What is the transfer strategy? What are they all about? Okay, look at it. Before Liverpool went out and started signing people,
Mm-hmm.
we even outsiders, Liverpool fans, outsiders already saw what they needed. Oh, Liverpool needs a right back. Trent is going. Liverpool needs a left back. Oh, those two guys are shaky. Liverpool needs maybe a midfielder addition and a striker. And before we knew it, boom, boom, boom.
They signed
Focus, and
everyone that they needed.
got it done. And
Yeah.
this striker, we don't even know. Maybe they've even identified someone we don't know.
You think they
You just hear, oh, Liverpool is here we go. I'm telling you, they don't waste time,
I don't know,
right?
it's just very strange.
Newcastle that don't even need a striker. Today they put in a bid for Joao Pedro for 50 million, which was rejected. At least if you don't even want to sign anybody, sign Joao Pedro. He will give you goals. Joao Pedro is still a good addition to Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a good
Yeah.
addition to Arsenal. He's better than Kai Havertz.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than everybody they have. If you don't have big money, put in bid for Joao. Maybe Brighton will agree for 60 million.
Brighton, they are low-key thieves. I'm
They
not
are
going to lie.
thieves.
The way they price their players,
They might even be calling Joao Pedro 95 million.
they might
Or,
add an extra
or,
20 million on top.
or serious people.
They love when teams are desperate for a player.
That's it.
That's when
The
they want to
moment
sell.
another person enters that bid for Joao Pedro,
To increase the
hey,
price. That's
it's
it.
90 million. Take it or leave it.
Brighton, they are just in the business of selling players. They are not in the business of winning
Win
anything.
anything. Yeah.
They don't really
They
care.
asked their coach today, do you see Joao Pedro and Mitoma leaving? He said no, that they were a good part of the team last season and you expect them to remain at the club. Brother, 2 hours later, Newcastle put in a bid. Rejected. So we don't even know now. Newcastle put in a bid today for Joao Pedro.
Interesting. And that was rejected.
It was rejected, 50 million. The money is not big enough. Like you said, they are low-key thieves. Sorry to say that if you have Brighton fans, I don't mean to offend you guys.
Every successful team needs a goal scorer, irrespective. Irrespective of what you
Exactly
call
of
it.
what you call it.
Mm.
Exactly. His goals are okay. Okay, goals wins you
You
games.
need somebody that
Defense,
can put the ball at the back of the net. Whether
yes.
that person is playing as your winger or the person is playing
Whatever,
as your
whatever it
forward,
is.
you need somebody
Or
that's good.
maybe Kingsley. Now that I think of it, what of if they want to sign Rodrigo from Real Madrid? That's who they want to sign,
But as what?
and
As a
they'll use
false
him as a
nine,
striker.
as a
Yes,
striker,
yeah. Rodrigo can play
it could
striker, right?
work. I think it
Yeah,
could work, but it's a big risk, right? Why not just sign somebody that is
a
actually a
proven.
striker? I feel like that's just a back door. Because okay, why not just sign Gyökeres, right? Anytime I hear Brighton, I just think of Baleba. We need that kid, one of the strongest player in the Premier League. Chelsea, why not please sign him?
Those guys, they rip us off. Once they hear Chelsea,
You guys,
their
Avi, you
eyes,
guys have
their
not healed.
eyes, their eyes open up.
Avi,
They've
you guys have
scared
not
us.
healed. You've not healed from the Caicedo deal,
We've
from the
not,
Robert Sanchez deal. They've
we've
sold
not
you
healed.
guys scraps.
Do
But anyway,
you, do
Caicedo is
you,
not scrap, but they
do
sold you
you,
guys
do you believe that these guys, in one season they made about 150 million profits
pure
in,
profit, just profit.
in their history? Yes. And
Wow,
who were the people that bought players from them? No,
Chelsea.
the 200 million. Chelsea bought two players, and
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool bought what's this guy?
McAllister.
McAllister. They
Mm.
made 200 million easy cash that year. Caicedo was like 7 million.
Brighton, they do business.
Ah, God,
They don't play.
God,
They don't play. They do
God. You see
business.
this Baliba they are talking about? Baliba is going
Yeah.
for 100 million. So don't even, AB, don't even think of
Don't even
Baliba.
think about
For
it.
now,
Don't even
just
think about it.
imagine him and admire him from far because he's good. He's
Yeah,
good.
I agree. Well, not best in the
He's
league,
best, Kingsley.
but one of the best.
In what he does, he's the best.
One of the best, I would
Winning,
say.
ball winning, he's the best.
One of the best, I would say. Yeah.
Not one of the best, the best.
These Chelsea fans, man.
The best.
You guys have
Anyways,
started. But anyways,
let's not get into that
you guys
now.
have started now. But
Let's
anyways,
not get into
fair.
that.
Let's say one of the best. To me, one of the best. But let's move
Mm.
on. But yeah, let's talk about Luis Diaz. Why is Luis Diaz obsessed with Liverpool?
I didn't know whether to call it rumors or the report came out today.
Mm-hmm.
Someone called Sierra. I don't
Yeah.
know who. He said the person wrote on X. He said they feel the club has gone back on their word yet again. Something similar to what happened with contract renewal.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second, let me pull it up properly. So this is what happened. Say Luis Diaz and his camp are annoyed with Liverpool stance, right? Something similar to what happened before with his contract renewal. Now with a possibility of a transfer. So what's changed? The journalist seems to be suggesting that Liverpool previously informed Diaz he'll be free to leave in the summer. That's this summer. But now
Yeah.
it appears the club have told him he will be staying. Right? So he's not happy
Wait.
about that.
So the club was like, "We'll sell you this summer,"
Yeah,
and
so no, no,
then
no.
they
So the
went back
club
and
was
said,
like,
"No, you will
it-
stay."
no, they so it's like this. Maybe did they renew his contract? I don't think so.
I didn't hear anything about the contract renewal
Yeah,
for Luis
so
Diaz.
probably
Yeah.
they were trying to get more money from Liverpool. Liverpool stored and said, "Oh, don't worry, we're not renewing, but okay, you can leave." Maybe last summer they say you can leave this summer.
Yeah.
Now this summer has come, he wants to leave. They're not
And
like,
they're
"No,
like,
you're not
"Nah, don't
leaving.
leave."
You're not
Mm.
leaving."
Mm.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So probably they need to give the brother money,
I think
keep him happy.
just based on the salary that they're paying him, I don't even think the salary is enough
How
because
much
it's
do they
like
pay him?
it was any. I know it was any like unless
Below
that has
100.
changed, but it was any below 100.
No, 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 no,
So I
no.
feel like that contract negotiation will need to change. But even
Mm.
if he wants to leave to where Barcelona cannot afford to sign Luis Diaz and Nico Williams. They absolutely
And,
can't afford it.
and Rashford, they are big dreamers.
They can't. But leave where? Would he
But
leave on loan?
there's one way Liverpool can. I say Liverpool. There's one way Barca can sign all these players.
If they sell Lamine Yamal,
No, guess
how?
in their dreams.
I thought you were going to come up with something creative.
They are dreamers.
The only way they can sign anybody is to sell people.
They
Yeah,
probably
and they'd have to
sell
sell the
half of
core.
their
They have to
squad.
sell the core.
Of
They
their
can they can
squad
always sell they can always sell Lamine Yamal and recover financially, right?
to who?
To anybody that wants him,
There will be a lot of buyers.
they can
Yami
put him
Yam,
up for
yeah,
sale.
yeah. But if they put the question, let's put this. If they put Yami Yama for going for 180 million, do you think clubs will rush?
I think clubs will come. But do you know the clubs that will come?
Chelsea.
Saudi.
Saudi. Almost Saudi say we'll pay it plus 10 million
Saudi will
bonus
give that boy. That Saudi will
money.
give that boy almost $500 million to have him
Man,
there. You
Yami
think
Yama.
Ronaldo's contract is insane?
They will
Let
double.
Saudi come for
They
Lamine
would.
Yamal.
They will double that.
You see craziness. If they are giving Osimhen outrageous amount of money, Osimhen's deal was 30 million pounds or 30 million euros a year.
Yeah.
That's divided by how many weeks?
Osimhen's deal was
52.
okay. It was not really ridiculous like
No,
that.
but Osimhen's deal was quite high. That's a lot of money. That was like 500,000 per week.
That's nothing to Saudi Kingsley. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's 500, like
That's
570,
nothing. How
576K
much does
a
Real
week.
Madrid? How much does Real Madrid pay Mbappe? More than 1 million per week.
Real Madrid pays Mbappe more than 1 million a week.
Check it. Check it. I'm sure of that. Let's see.
Wow. I
Mbappe.
guess that's why
That's
that
why.
new transfer is happening then. I see why players are excited when Real Madrid call them up and like, come and play for
My
me.
brother. That's why Konate will
Because
not even
the high salary,
think
comes into
twice.
question.
So
But that's crazy.
his weekly salary is
Is
okay.
how
It's
much?
not up to 1 million. No.
It's not, it can't be, how much is it? Like 500K or
Okay, no, no,
400K.
no. It's five. It's like 400. You're
For
right.
that's why Vinicius, you remember when
Yeah. Oh yes,
remember
yes. I remember. Yeah.
Yesterday I mentioned it on the live that Vinicius
Yeah.
was pissed that they don't want to agree a deal to pay him at the same that Mbappe is earning, because he sees himself, on the same level with Mbappe. Even though I feel both of
Mm.
them are not on the same level, I will rate Mbappe higher than I will rate Vinicius. Mbappe does a lot for club and country.
Oh, Kingsley, sorry. I was checking the wrong thing. I was checking his salary per day.
Per day.
Yes. Yes. I'm okay. His weekly salary is 507,000 pounds.
Exactly.
No, no, but someone is it's
So Real Madrid pays
so many reports.
stupid money. This is why they need a super league to maintain the salaries. Oh,
No,
really?
no,
What
no.
do you mean by a super league
Kingsley,
to maintain the
So
salaries?
he earns 500 basic, but he goes up to 1.49 million per week, including the bonus.
If he scores,
If he scores, assists, all those things.
okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
But the major thing is about the base salary.
Yeah.
Right? Osimhen too would have had bonuses and stuff that would have been
Bonuses,
added into his
obviously.
deal. But
Obviously.
yeah, 500 per week is something. 575K per week is something. The only serious problem with the Saudi league is the crowd level. The stadiums are practically empty. Else the standard is getting better. That's the drawback for most players. And also the heat. AB, you're forgetting that place is hot.
You want people to come and stay and be burnt,
It's
be
hot.
baked.
Jordan Henderson thought he could go to Saudi and make some money.
Brother,
With that
he,
heat,
he
bro,
ran.
bro ran back to Europe.
He ran.
He
He
ran
ran.
back to Europe. He couldn't do it.
Ran.
So that heat too is crazy.
Yes.
Man City, Al
Oh,
Hilal. I
and
know.
they are
Let's
out.
wrap up. Let's wrap up conversation with Liverpool and then dive into Club World Cup.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
talk about Gakpo. Gakpo is staying. Is there a
Mm.
new deal for Gakpo at Liverpool?
Um, I think there were rumors that were flying around today saying that I think Liverpool want to. It's kind of like they don't want the way I'm looking at it. They don't want both Diaz and Gakpo to be upset.
Okay.
So they are kind of like they're trying to convince Gakpo. Probably they have to give him a deal to
Yeah.
make him stay. So that's just the news on Gakpo.
Okay. Interesting. People, I remember somebody seeing some online that Arne Slot is the kind of coach that can come into a team and let a bunch of them go and bring a bunch of new people in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people obviously said that last season the team he was playing with is club's team, and it
Mm-hmm.
seems like some of the signing is making or they are making right now, you consider this Arne Slot signing. So I'm curious to see.
How?
So far I'm
Mm,
impressed with how Liverpool we've moved in this transfer window. We've been
mm,
very precise
mm.
and we've been very like, I guess we've had a very good decent pace when it comes to closing the deals. With
Yeah, yeah,
Florian, people knew we are going for him.
yeah, yeah,
There
yeah,
was a slight back and forth, but we're able to get that deal done and over the line. With
yeah,
Frimpong, that happened. With
yeah,
Kekes, that happened. Now
yeah.
we don't know if we'll get an actual nine because people have brought a lot of names: Isaac, Gukeres, Ekiteke. A lot of people have been linked with us, right? People always link, yeah, Liverpool have interest in this and that. At the end of the day, I'm trying to know: are we signing a nine to complete the team going into next
I
season?
I
Are
think
we just going to just
I
stick
think
with what we
Diaz
have?
Diaz is going. You guys will sign in 9.
Most likely,
I
Nunez
don't
will
think I
leave.
don't I don't think FSG are people that mess around. They are not like us now. They don't mess around, right?
In order for them to get a deal, Salah
Yeah,
deal, that took a long time because we even thought Salah was going to leave this summer.
yeah,
That
yeah.
took a long time. Even VVD.
But something we need to talk about, right?
Mhm.
Reports came out. Yes, I don't even the market now and the journalists. It feels
Yeah,
like everybody is just carrying. I don't know if it's fake news or the news is changing. You don't even know what is until you see the player in your club and they snapped picture. That's when you believe the player
they
is yours
exactly.
because
They've done medical.
they
Yeah,
just carry news left, right, center. Yesterday, so many journalists carried Mbeumo, Brentford are happy with the latest
the
some
deal with Mbeumo, yes.
with a Man U. Now
Yeah.
news report came out today. Sky Sports and many outlets carrying it that Brentford rejected 62 million for Mbeumo. 55 plus 7 million add-on.
I think Mbeumo cannot go for
That's too
anything
much.
more than 65.
That's too
That's
much.
pushing it.
That's too
That's
much.
pushing it.
They should
That's
just
pushing
walk.
it.
They should walk away. Simple as that.
And I think
Walk
Mbeumo should have
away.
also forced Brentford's hand
Yeah,
for them to accept
force
a
them.
deal
Yeah, because
because it's absolutely outrageous.
it's getting ridiculous to me.
Mbeumo has already said he wants Man U. He has already like, I don't know if he has agreed personal.
It's
If he has,
agreed personal terms, 200K per week. Some people said it's 250. Some people said it's 200. Before we had 250. Today we had 200. I'm just even tired. Today news broke out again.
Mhm.
Chelsea close to signing Gittins. I just said okay. When we see him taking picture, medical, then we believe.
Gittins. But
Then we
but the old
believe.
Gittins deal, you guys have already agreed personal terms with Gittins, so I
We've
think it's just
agreed now,
club to
but
club.
Dortmund is trying to rip us off. You know they always try to suck your blood, get as much as they can from you. Probably get all your young talents,
Crazy.
get all of them. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. But let's talk about the Club World Cup. I watched Real Madrid yesterday.
Oh,
Real
you did.
Madrid, Salzburg. Yes. I decided like, yeah, I want to just I keep watching Real Madrid games because I'm monitoring Trent low key. I'm seeing I'm not
Trent
a
was
hater.
it
I'm not
was
a
really
hater.
it was really good.
It was really good.
Oh
It
my
was,
days, he was good.
he was
I
actually.
feel
He
like
was.
he was even better at Real Madrid. Like some of the passes this guy made through
It's
the
crazy.
midfield.
Really quick passes too.
I was just like,
I'm like,
God, he
wow.
was good.
It
And
almost felt like last season's strength at Liverpool was almost felt like that was his last season, like he wanted to leave. So he didn't feel like he was even putting in so much. But the latest is the medical is closed with
yeah,
Gittins.
yes, it's close. Do you get what I'm saying? But until I see that picture, because the news keeps changing.
Yeah,
Moment they say, oh, today it broke out that okay, he's really, really close.
yeah,
We are close to agreeing a deal, a final figure
yeah,
with whatever with Dortmund.
yeah.
Until I see them take those pictures, then
You will not believe.
medical booked, then I'll believe.
Okay,
Right?
fair,
Yeah.
fair. But yeah, you
It's
said Jude really impressed you. Really? I
Yes,
think yeah,
he
the
played well.
passes,
He played well.
the passes he
He
gave.
played
He was
well.
the one that gave the pass that led to the Vinicius Junior goal, right? That pass was really
Was it
good.
Vinicius Junior that scored first?
Yeah, Vinny scored first.
Okay,
You know,
yes.
he received the pass, acted like he was going to pass to
Yeah.
what's his name? Garcia. He caught on his left and then took the shot. It
After
was
he
really
after
solid.
he's missed two chances.
It was really solid. That was a really good goal though.
But he before
The
that
way
he
he
missed
executed that goal
before
was really
before
good.
that he missed two chances that
It
could
doesn't
have scored.
matter. Like top scorers miss a lot of chances,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really matter. Relax. Sassuolo is not a team to judge players. Oh, really? Say Jude is playing deeper. His passing is being used more.
Yeah.
Fair. Salzburg is not a team you used to judge. We expected Real Madrid to beat Salzburg. That's ultimately what happened. So at the end of the day, is Madrid and Al Hilal that qualify, right? So
And
let me.
Madrid is playing a good Juventus side. So
Mm,
that is a level because they could not even beat El Ali or whatever.
Al Hilal.
Al Al Hilal. They could not
Mhm.
beat Al Hilal, right?
Yeah.
So I think from Juventus is a good, like what SSB is saying, the first test for them in this Club World Cup.
Mhm.
First real test for them is to beat Juve.
I think Al
Because
Hilal was a test for them.
you think so?
I think Al Hilal was also a test. Like
If it, if
it
it,
was not
if
an
if
easy game. It was
if
not
it
an
was
easy game.
if it was a test, they didn't pass that test. Anyways, they could have
Yeah,
won.
it's not an easy game.
They could have won also, right? So I feel like Juve will be a good test for them too. Let's see how they perform against Juve. Now,
Yeah, that quick transition, SSB, that
yeah.
quick transition is very good from Real Madrid. The way they move the ball really quick, it was great. So, which dynamic midfielder is now in Madrid, considering Modric is gone? This boy Mastantuono, what's his name?
Masantuono is coming. You
Yeah,
have
Mastantuono is
this youth.
they are deeming him like
Is it Gonz,
the new Messi or something like that.
Gonzalez too?
Which Gonzalez is
There's
that?
someone that plays in the midfield. The young boy. What's his name?
Are you talking about Goulier?
Goulier. I said Gonzalez. Goulier.
Okay.
So, Goulier.
Well,
So Goulier is a midfielder, right?
yeah, he plays in the
Yeah,
midfield.
yeah, yeah,
Gonzalo Garcia is a striker. Yeah,
yeah,
Garcia is a striker. Goulier in the midfield. He
yeah.
looked Goulier too pretty good. Very very solid player. You also have the Franco Mastantuono coming in. Franco Mastantuono,
But
people say he's the new Messi.
but
So
it's not Messi. I've watched
we'll
his
see.
game. I've watched his game. I've watched Master Antonio. I didn't see any Messi.
You
Do
didn't
they
see
know what?
anything. You didn't see
I
anything
didn't see
magical.
anything magical. I don't know. See, Kingsley, you know the thing that annoys me? We've been watching football for close to 20 something years.
Mm,
What we saw then as football, we say, "Oh, it's normal. This is good football. It's normal." Now, it feels like football has gotten so bad now
mm.
that things we expect from a player is his player's job.
It's seen as
Then it's seen as
all
this
that.
guy is. Do they know what Messi does and did?
But people claim that the game is now a
They
lot
should not.
faster
They
paced
should not even.
and
They should not even.
players are
They
more athletes. They are more
they should.
athletic than
Messi
before.
was athletic and he's still athletic till now. He
Mm,
scans, then he does his nonsense, right?
mhm,
What Messi was doing at like when he was younger, you pull
mhm.
up clips of
But
Messi.
then it's Messi though. It's Messi
That's why they should not be saying he's the new Messi. It annoys me when people say that, or when they try to dub you with Messi. That's
because
disrespect.
that standard is really high.
Master Antonio is not even near in any way. The games I watch, it
Mhm.
was not near. I didn't even see me. Talk less of C.
Wow.
Yes, they say,
You
oh,
don't think so? Anyways,
he's good.
say
Do you get
Goulier
what?
is going to
Yeah,
be Alonso with profile. Oh,
yeah.
nice. You really?
Goulier is good.
Yeah.
He's using him properly,
Goulier
right?
is solid. Goulier is really solid.
And that's
Yeah, the
why
Franco M guy from River Plate is good, but against Inter, he looked like he looked like another Hendrick.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm.
Really?
Yes, I watch. In fact, I watch all of Masantuono's
I've
games,
not done the eye test, so that's why I am actually
brother.
surprised.
If it's
I've
the
not done it.
eye,
All I've heard is just rumors and stuff about him. I've not really seen anything.
if it's the eye
Mm.
test, he failed.
Really?
He's okay. He's a good player.
But how many games have you watched? Is it just one? Are you
I've
just
watched 3 games of
with
River Plate.
River Plate? Are they still in the Club World Cup? Oh, they are not. They are
They've
not in the
given
Club
gone
World
out.
Cup.
Yeah.
They've gone out. Wow. Okay, that means I guess I will not watch a lot of it. But I watch him at Madrid. I guess I'll watch him at Madrid. Madrid only has defense and attack. The midfield is average. You think so? I beg to differ. I don't think the midfield is average. I think just one person in that midfield is average, AB. And I think it's Chouameni. Chouameni is quite average to
But
me.
the way Alonso is using Chouameni, it feels like he's a third defender. You don't
Yeah,
notice.
I've
You don't
noticed. It's like a
notice.
center half. It seems
So
like
the
he
the form
dropped
the formation is kind of,
deep.
yeah, the formation is kind of weird. Alonso likes to do the three. Is it 3-4-2-1? He
Yeah.
likes to do, but it's kind of weird now that he's not using. How do I say it now? He's using the four, the
Yeah.
defensive midfielder as like the third defender. He drops in.
Yeah, he drops him. He
Yeah,
drops him back.
yeah,
So
that's what I
you have
noticed.
Fran
Anyways,
and you have Garcia on the left side.
yeah,
Fran Garcia. You have Fran Garcia high, really high all the time. He's almost like almost in the attack. You
yeah,
have Trent quite high as well. You
yeah,
have Tchouaméni dropping. You have Tchouaméni dropping deep, to stay with Rudiger and
yeah,
what's his name, Hugginson. You
yeah,
see Hugginson, Rudiger, Tchouaméni are quite deep.
yeah,
Trent is quite high. Frank Garcia is high.
yeah.
Their both is utilizing them like
Hi.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Almost like wing backs rather than even full backs. Then you have Bellingham dropping deep, right? You have Goulier looking to progress the ball,
yeah,
and then you have Valverde to looking to progress the ball. Valverde too is looking to push the ball high. Those guys are almost like box to box as well.
yeah.
And then you have Vini doing his thing, and you also have Gonzalo Garcia too as well. I think I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad. What he's doing so far, it seems to be working because they've
Well,
not lost, right? But yeah, Salzburg
but
had chances.
they did have chances. Yeah,
They had chances.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
hundred
yeah,
percent,
yeah.
100%. I agree with you, SSB. A better quality
That's
team.
what that's what I'm saying. I'm for me. I'm setting Juventus as a minimum. We are going to
But
use
you think Juve will beat Madrid? I don't think so.
Juventus.
I don't
This
think Juve will
Juventus.
beat Madrid.
Okay. Anyway, Juventus played two average teams in their group.
Nah, AB, you have to chill though. I can agree with Caicedo, but not Enzo. I feel Bellingham is better than
Enzo
Enzo.
is good. Kingsley.
Bellingham is better
The
than Enzo. What
stats,
are you
the
saying?
stats, the stats.
Bro, we
Okay,
checked
should
the
we should
stats.
we compare their Club World Cup
There,
stats?
there is no need to even do that
Club World
because
Cup stats. Club World Cup.
there's really no need
I
to do that.
explained this thing to you. I said
We already
Enzo.
did this a long
Wait,
time ago.
wait, no, 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 no. Things are changing.
Chelsea fans,
Things are
come
changing.
on.
Things are changing.
AB, come on.
Things are changing. You
I don't know why
remember?
you're giving Andy a talking point.
No, no, no. You remember we said something. I've forgotten my point
No,
now because of.
go ahead and say what you want to say.
So
Go
what
ahead
I'm
and say what
saying
you
is,
want
I said Enzo turns up
to say.
when
Yeah.
he's needed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you need of a player.
So
When
Bellingham
we
does not turn up.
Enzo Fernandez turns up more than Bellingham, more than
I
more
can't even
than.
believe you're mentioning Enzo Fernandez and Bellingham in the same sentence.
Anyways, let's
Enzo
move on.
Fernandez has one good season,
Let's
and you're
move on.
comparing
Let's
that to
move on.
Bellingham that's had
Let's move
multiple
on.
great seasons.
Let's move on.
We have
Bellingham,
we have to
Bellingham
move on
has
because there's no conversation here.
Bellingham has had great managers. He's just having a good manager for the first time.
Wow, all you guys do will
Not
make
great. I didn't
excuses.
say I didn't say Enzo has had a great manager. I
All you
said
guys
good,
will do will make
good
excuses.
manager. Let's move on.
You guys will make excuses. But I agree, Caicedo, top quality, right?
Yeah.
But I don't see it. I don't see Enzo being better than Bellingham. And I think Madrid's midfield is pretty good. Not they don't have as much world class people in their midfield like before. Like when you have Cruz in the midfield, Cruz is world class. You
Yeah.
have Modric world class, right? Right now, Chouameni pretty
Average.
average to me.
Valverde. What of
Goulier
Valverde?
Goulier needs time. Goulier has that potential to become world class. I think Goulier will like with more play time. I think he will really become dangerous. And then Bellingham is really good. Bellingham is really really good. Say Enzo World Cup run was very good. Wait, let me start from there. Juve's number 10 is a good player. I'm not sure how Real Madrid will deal with him. I don't know. We will never can tell, but I think Real Madrid have what it takes to really
Is
play
it
Juve and compete with Juve.
Kenyan? Yeah.
Um, Enzo World Cup run was very good. Okay, who was better? Who was better player? We see Enzo in the World Cup.
It was good, but you
We
can't.
all remember. We all remember that there were games
Enzo,
that
Enzo was, Enzo
okay,
was,
okay,
and
fair,
Bellingham was. He's good. It's
fair,
two
fair.
different
I
things.
agree. I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
So
Enzo in Argentina.
he turns up on the beat when
He
it's
turns up.
necessary
He
for
turns
Enzo
up.
to turn up. He will turn up. That's what
Okay,
I'm trying to tell you. World
okay,
Cup, he needed to turn up. His World Cup, world
okay.
stage, he turned up.
But you need to understand one thing.
Mm.
Enzo at Argentina to me is a different Enzo from Enzo at
Even the end.
his club because the people he's playing alongside.
SSB, please, please, I beg you, don't jinx our club World Cup. The way you just talk now, we are going out against Benfica. Please,
Exactly. You guys
I'm
have no
begging
excuse.
you.
Let's
I'm
actually
beg.
check your bracket. Let's actually
I'm
check your bracket.
begging you, oh, you guys,
Yeah,
don't
you guys
jinx
have
us.
no excuse
We
of
have
your
a lot of excuse.
no, no,
Please,
no,
don't
hundred
jinx
percent,
us.
100%.
This
SSB,
one,
you're
this one
hundred
that
percent
this
right.
one that SSB is saying. By the way, we have no excuse not
You
to get
have
to say.
no excuse.
We first excuse.
You're playing Benfica and you're
Let me
playing
start.
either Palmeiras or Botafogo. You should be beating those
Let
teams.
me start giving you our excuse now
What's
for
the
not.
what's your excuse?
First of all, we have an average manager.
You have no excuse. Your manager
Second,
should be able to
wait
beat.
now. I will give you 5 excuses now.
Okay.
On the and AB will back it up.
Chelsea is
I'm,
a small club. Bye. You deserve
yeah,
a bomb for that, man. You
it's
deserve a
I'm
bomb for
not
that.
I'm not I'm not
That's what we like
I'm
to hear.
I'm not disagreeing. We're not a small club. We're
That's what we like to hear.
a club. Fine. Second excuse, we have
Exactly. Maresca is the best manager on that side.
on which side?
On your side of the bracket.
Have you forgotten our side has City?
He said semi-final. He didn't say
Okay.
final. To get to the semi-final, you guys play Benfica and you guys play the winner between Botafogo and Palmeiras. Are
Anyways,
you
we'll
telling
see.
me that you cannot beat? Sure, you guys flopped and did not beat a Flamengo, which
We
surprised me.
should be beating.
You guys cannot beat Benfica
We should be beating Benfica and we should be beating
with old
Botafogo.
heads like Otamendi and
We should
Di
be beating
Maria.
them.
You cannot beat that Benfica.
We should be beating them. But let me see what the manager
Wow.
pulls up. We'll see what he pulls up.
I'll be
Second
really
excuse,
surprised if you cannot beat
Kingsley,
Benfica.
second excuse I have
Is what?
is that I have a keeper that could wake up good in the morning or wake up. Let's not Sanchez.
If you compare Sanchez to the keeper of Palmeiras, Botafogo,
Those ones are better.
Benfica,
They are dependable.
you feel like those keepers are better than your keeper?
Kingsley, they are consistent. Yes, they are. I don't know what version of Sanchez is going to show up.
Andy's just making excuses, man.
No, I've given you two. You said we should not have any excuses.
You're
I've
just
given
making up
you two
excuses.
valid excuses.
AB is quiet. AB is quiet in the chat.
AB is backing me up. AB is backing.
You're quiet now. We're
He's
talking about
backing.
Chelsea and you're quiet.
He's backing me up. Do you
AB,
get what I'm
you have
saying?
no excuse not to get to the
He's
semi-final.
backing me up. And to be honest, close to truth 21.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea are a small club. I've said this I've several times. I told you that we're kindergarten club. Because the only people we sign are people that are kids, children. We don't know if we are running a daycare. If it's that
you guys are signing, you guys are not. You can't use that as an excuse because you guys are not just signing small kids. You are signing highly talented young players.
Let me give you my third excuse.
You talk about
potential.
Enzo. Potential. What I'm thinking of is the cash.
Thank you. Let me talk. Let me give you the third excuse.
What's the third excuse?
The third excuse that we're the youngest squad in the club World Cup.
It doesn't matter. You guys have talent. You literally, you guys noticed that we literally were here talking about Enzo and how good Enzo is.
Please give him another bomb for that. Close to true 21. He said Maresca should go to Italy and eat more pizza.
Okay. Let me share my screen and pull up the brackets so we can stop all this talk you're talking. You guys give me 1 second to pull up the brackets. But I feel like you have no excuse when it comes to especially when it comes to like the brackets and where you guys are at right now. You guys have no excuse. You guys should be winning.
By finishing second, we should get to the semi-finals. Do you get? But if
this is your side of the bracket. Round of 16, you're playing Benfica. This is happening tomorrow anyways. You play Benfica tomorrow. Palmeiras, Botafogo, they play as well.
Yeah.
You miss the winner between Palmeiras and Botafogo.
Which we should be beating, to be
Wait,
honest with you.
so you guys have no excuse not to get to the semi. Okay, one question I ask you: do you
Mm.
think Man City will get to the semi-final?
Yes, for sure.
Then you guys should be getting to the semi-final too as well.
Damn it. That is pressure.
It's
They're
not
putting
pressure. You
they're
guys,
putting
do you know why it's not pressure? Do you know why it's not
why?
pressure? You guys finished what, top four? You
Mm-hmm.
guys were top four in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Man City were the team that finished just right above you. You
Okay.
guys were number four.
Okay.
If you're saying that the person that finished third in the Prem can get to the semifinals, you too should be getting to the semifinals. It's no excuse. Don't just come
Kingsley,
for the money.
you saw us fall apart against Flamingo. You watch that game. You pop champagne on this life.
You know,
Enemies.
that's
You
a
pop.
separate.
It's not a separate top. You saw it. You saw my coach start. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You saw my coach come and started to try nonsense. Started to try things that were like, brother. Do you get what I'm saying? SSB is saying Chelsea is essentially we're actually the England of this tournament. I agree. I agree because we get to semi-final. All hope people hope that something will happen. Then we now go out in semi-final.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
say our problem is our defense.
So
So
I'm
I'm
not scared.
mm,
Wait, your problem is your defense, meaning that you guys' defense is not that good. Is that what you mean? The likes of Levi Colwell, Cucurella, Rhys James, Gusto, and Tosin cannot get you guys over the line.
selection also
Those players,
matters.
yeah, but
If he selects Cowell and Uncle Tosin, we have a chance. With Rhys James not playing in the midfield,
mm.
right back, and
But
Cucurella,
I don't think he will make that Rhys James playing in the midfield mistake anymore.
we'll see. We'll see.
I
It's going
know,
to be
right?
deadly. It's going
I
to be pull
know,
pull it up.
right?
Let's see. It's going to be
I
deadly.
know. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Look at this. PSG, obviously PSG will beat Inter Miami. That's
I
not going to be a big.
I hope, please
But
let me.
imagine Flamengo beats Bayern.
No, Casey, that would be disgrace.
Imagine
It can
what's his
happen.
name? Felipe Luis
Ah,
outsmarts Vincent Company and finds a way, either through
mm.
penalties or whatever. Anyways, maybe might never happen, but finds a way to get to that quarterfinals. He has my respect,
See, he has your respect.
100%.
Wow, that would be
Because
crazy.
do you know what that means? It means in
That's
this Club World Cup,
that's a p.
he beats Chelsea and he beats Bayern.
That's big. That's
That
big.
gets him a contract in Europe. That
That's
gets him
big.
a contract
That's
in
big.
Europe.
And he's just 1 year now coaching Flamingo. I hope you know. He's
It's
not
just a
been
year. Well, that's been
a year
impressive. A
plus.
year and
He's not been
company,
being so
company. Why do
long.
you say? Why do you say company cannot lose? Why do you say that?
Ah, anyways,
Why do you say that? Company cannot
company.
lose.
See,
I
company.
dare. He said I dare company to lose.
Ah,
I dare
please
company to lose. It's crazy.
don't put pressure on company.
I
I
dare
beg
company
you.
to lose.
I beg you. I beg you, please.
Defense
I
is
beg
our
you.
weakest link, so it depends on the combination.
That's what I'm saying. And
It's
it's with
Maresca.
Maresca. That's what I'm saying. If he uses, see, every Chelsea fan, we know our strongest defense, but it feels like Maresca
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know his best defense. Cowell, Tosin, James, and Cucurella. Make it.
That's your strongest defense. Yeah.
That's it. Tosin,
But
Uncle Tosin,
it's
Uncle,
Benfica, right?
Uncle Tosin is the best in the air. He's not the fastest,
But there was a
right?
plan. There was a plan. Given that Maresca rested some people for
Mm-hmm.
your last game, your last group stage game, there
Mm.
has to be a reason why he did that, because
Who
he would
did
want
he
to play.
rest? He rested
He rested
Chaloba and Cowell.
Cucurella. He rested Cucurella because
Yes,
it
he
was Archie
rested
Fong that
Chaloba.
played. He rested
Chaloba.
Chaloba.
Yeah,
He rested Cowell.
yeah.
He rested Rhys James. Did not start that game. He
No,
rested Rhys James,
James. Yeah,
right? He rested Caicedo.
yeah.
He rested the Enzo start. I don't know if Enzo played. The
Enzo
Enzo
played.
start.
Enzo played.
Yeah, Enzo
They
played.
took
Enzo
him
played.
up. They took him up.
He rested Cole Palmer,
Yeah.
right? So if he's resting all these players, even rested Pedro Neto, he rested Jackson. Dilap played.
Jackson is red card. He doesn't need to
Oh,
rest him.
Jackson is red card. My bad. I even forgot that he got a red
He'll
card like
he'll play. He'll play in the
4 minutes
final.
into a game. He got a red card.
He'll play in the
But
final.
yeah, he rest. But so my point
Mm.
being he rested a lot of guys, a
Yeah.
lot of your important guys. He rested them, which
Yeah.
means given this Benfica game, he has to play all those people because it makes no sense why he will not play those people.
We will see. You see, what you are saying makes sense and is
Mm-hmm.
logical. But you see, with Maresca, like AB said, it's with
Yeah,
him. Sometimes his own decision is not logical. Let's see what he puts forward.
fair.
Maresca and Pep, I don't know. It's like when they went to school with Pep Guardiola, they learned from him.
But remember,
They overthink things.
Pep is changing the way he's moving these days,
He's
right?
changing it.
Before we get talk more about Pep, let me just read this
Yeah.
comment. Club, I believe that club makes signings, so they are responsible for these signings. If you have a bad defense, it's your club's responsibility. That's how life is, I guess.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. You guys, to be honest, you guys have no excuse why you shouldn't get to the semi-final. And I feel like Maresca not getting your team to the semi-final makes me lose confidence in
In
him
him.
as a
Thank you.
Champions League coach.
That's the same thing I have in my mind. I'm just watching.
If you
I'm not
cannot
going.
build up a this your
You
team,
cannot beat Benfica and Botafogo Palmeiras, then we're done. We're not even qualifying from that round. That round that we're playing Champions League, we're not qualifying. I
you
don't
guys are
think.
in for something crazy next
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
right? But let's talk about Man City. The way Man City is moving, right? The way Pep has changed things. I went back and I went to watch
Oh,
that
you watched the
the
game.
Juve game. I went back and I went to watch bits of it, and I was like impressed. I was really impressed
I was
with the
scared.
way he
I
said,
was
the
not
way they are
impressed.
playing,
I was scared.
the way they are playing. Nah, it's the levels. There are levels to this. To be fair, Chelsea is a team that can make a run when nobody expects them to. But we expect them to. This is a different case. I'm not. It's not even like nobody expects you to. I expect you to.
The fans, you people expect us, but you see, even AB knows the fans were here for the money. We don't even care about the final. We
Mm-hmm.
don't care about the cup. We just want to get as much as possible. We can pay. We paid for the lap now. Just
Mm-hmm.
pay for one more signing. Get at least get to quarter. Pay for one more signing. We can
Mm-hmm.
get to semi. Fine. So we the fans, we're not putting so much expectation,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is when we don't put expectation on them that they do
Mm-hmm.
better. When we put expectation on against Flamingo,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Chelsea beat Flamingo. This is what happened. It fell apart.
You guys just
We
yeah,
buckled under pressure. So that's
yeah.
just it.
That's crazy. But anyways, PSG Inter Miami. If PSG beats Inter Miami and Flamengo beats Bayern, there's a chance that PSG meets Bayern. PSG Bayern
In the quarterfinals.
in the quarterfinals. PSG Bayern. Who do you think is beating who? Hard to call.
Was what did you say now? Sorry, I
I
was
said
able to.
PSG Bayern. Who do you think is beating who?
Oh boy, I don't know. We were hoping for that in the Champions League. We didn't see it, but we hope we see it in this. We know how good. Yes, I want to
Don't
see
tell
how.
me.
I want to see how good company
I'm
is.
actually reacting to the comment. Closer to truth 21. Don't tell me you're a Liverpool fan and say Manchester will always be red. That's diabolical. I can't believe this.
Why is
How
it?
how, how do you
What?
how do you say that our rivals,
The enemy.
the enemy, how do you mention them in the same sentence and say
The,
you're a Liverpool fan?
the enemy.
I might have to revoke your Liverpool fan card. Immediate effect. What?
Evra.
What?
Because it's the fact, brother. Ev-
Bro,
I want.
absolutely not.
I watch one interview that Evra gave. Evra say when you are going to play against Arsenal, you're going to play against babies. When you are going to play against Liverpool, you're going to play against the enemy. When you are going to play against
What?
yeah, it was really funny. So when
You
you are going
cannot you cannot say Manchester will always be red, bro. Like, no. Nah, nah, nah. Come on, bro. Manchester always be red.
anyways, I understand the point of what Close to Truth is saying from the point of history.
What does
City,
history have to
no,
do
no, no,
with
no.
anything now?
City are
City is
currently no, no,
dominating, bro. Like,
no. You
that's
talk
nothing to do.
how many Champions League does City have? How
It,
many Premier League does City have?
how many Champions League do you think Manchester United would win moving forward?
No, no, no. We don't. For now, we're talking of now. They
Exactly. I'm
they
actually
have
talking of now
yes.
too.
They have 20 Premier League titles. City has about
Bro,
7.
you're talking about the nobody
Do
cares
you
about the
get?
past. Yeah, they
So
bought it with money,
yeah.
academy.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about that.
The longer Pep stays there,
Like
he
man,
can achieve what Fergie did.
100% he can
Yes.
achieve what Fergie. Yes,
Yeah.
people will say he did it with
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Who
But
cares?
no, Pep is also good apart
Who
from the money,
cares? People are
right?
busy. Who cares? Look at, okay, you want to talk about money? Look at Pochettino. Didn't they
Oh,
sign a lot of players for Pochettino? What did he do?
disaster.
Nothing. Sometimes it's
Disaster.
not just about signing players; it's signing the right players and
Has
using
he
them
has he
effectively.
even won a game for the US?
Let's not even talk about Pochettino. Let's just
Yeah.
put that to the side. I think we'll have one upset in round of 16, maybe two.
Who are the ra-
What offset
who are
do
the
you
round
see?
of 16? Pull it up. Let's see.
Okay, let's put that up. Let's put that back up. So round of 16, let's start from the top. Palmeiras plays Botafogo. I see Palmeiras coming up on top in this
You
one, but
sure?
I
I'm
don't know.
thinking
I don't
I'm
know.
thinking Botafogo.
I
Oh,
just
but
see it being a tough
This
game.
Palmeiras team, they don't feels like they don't die. They don't sit back.
It might be, this is a very tough game, but I'm leaning more Palmeiras, but let's see.
Okay.
Benfica Chelsea, I'm leaning Chelsea.
Mm.
If Chelsea can't beat Benfica,
Then we're done.
disappointing.
We're
Yeah,
done.
Inter, Fluminense. Actually, I can't tell. I can't tell.
Fluminense might be the upset.
This could be an offset, right?
Fluminense could win. I'm thinking
I don't
in
know.
this one.
Man
Yeah.
City Al Hilal. Do you see any
Come
offset
on.
there?
No, no, brother. No, just move on. Man City
Salim
straight.
Al Nassari.
The
You
problem, the
remember
problem
Salim
I
Al
ha-
Nassari is
Kingsley,
there.
the problem I have with is it
Al
El Ali,
Hilal. Al Hilal.
Al Hilal is that
Mhm.
they create so many chances and they miss so many chances.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
City, they are
problem.
clinical. They will score.
City.
They will score.
Hmm.
Lots of people that can score. PSG, Inter Miami, I don't see any offset. If
I
there's
don't.
an offset here,
Nah, I
and that
don't. I
offset
don't.
comes from Messi,
I don't. I don't.
Inter
I
Miami,
don't.
they were actually trolling PSG on TikTok. They made a TikTok video saying they are ready for PSG. I'm like, y'all should be,
they,
you should be humble.
they should be ready.
You should be
Okay.
humble. Okay,
They,
fair. Flamengo Bayern,
this can be an upset too.
but to be a very shocking offset if
This can
Flamengo beats Bayern.
Flamingo can beat Bayern. This can be a second potential upset.
You think Flamengo can beat Bayern?
I think so. I think so.
Is that man? That would be really
I
surprising.
think so.
That'd be really surprising. Real Madrid, Juventus.
I don't know who would win this one, to be honest. It,
You really don't think Madrid will beat Juventus?
yeah, hey, see what SSB is saying. He said Bayern is the one who is worried about. That's the person I'm worried. Is worried about Bayern.
Mm-hmm.
Like upset for Bayern, right?
Yeah.
So
So
I'm also
it's
yeah.
my opinion. United is an iconic club, and this is fact here. And City are not just, in my humble opinion. Fair. No. Definitely will not disagree.
The history.
United have that legacy,
The
and
history is a bigger club.
is important.
Is
Yeah,
a bigger club,
they are
right?
definitely a bigger club.
Yeah.
When you think of United, you're thinking like you want to put them on the same line as like a Real Madrid or a Barcelona, in La Liga. Definitely, they're a big club. These days, they've not been moving that way, but we'll see. Company, Liverpool and United are, wait, Bayern is who I'm worried about. I already talked about that. Haaland versus Koulibaly.
Uncle. That
Well,
would be.
we know who's going to win that.
Are you
And
sure? Are you sure?
This Haaland that I saw
They will
against
hug. Koulibaly will hug.
Haaland. Do you know the funny thing? The City that we have now, Haaland is not even the threat.
That's what I'm
You think
saying.
Haaland is a threat?
He's not.
Haaland is a decoy now. Haaland is a decoy.
Oh.
You're worrying about Haaland.
You should be worried about the
I'm worried
rest.
about the rest of them. I'm worried
Foden.
about Foden. I'm worried about Savinho. What was that strike that Savinho did?
I saw
You know,
it.
what was that strike, bro?
Anger
I'm
strike.
worried about a bunch of things. Liverpool and United are two best clubs in England, and that's a true fact.
True.
Anyways, I'm just a United hater, bro. You know, it's just my opinion. You know, we can agree.
You
We can
know
agree.
what? You
We
hate
can
them
agree
because
we
they're a
can
big
agree to
club too.
disagree. We can
Yeah.
agree to disagree. We have the same league titles as
Yes.
United. It is what it is, you
Yeah.
know.
I
But
like
yeah,
this comment from SSB.
company versus
Luis are
Luis,
two
two
inexperienced
inexperienced
managers
managers
going
against each
against each
other.
other.
But Luis, that guy is very sneaky. Felipe Luis,
And
very sneaky manager.
he's a thinker. He stays and
He might be a better tactician than
and
company.
he just
To
stands
be
and
brutal.
he watches the game.
Mhm.
Even if, like, he just stands. Even when he was losing to Chelsea, he just stood. He didn't even panic. He was just watching the game, The other his assistant were going up and down. He was just watching the game, watching it. I'm just like this guy.
What did you say? He said he started supporting Liverpool 2018 because Liverpool never had fans in Africa before 2018. Where do you live? Your name is Kobe M, bro. Like, are you Ghanaian? Where do you
Ah,
live? Where are you? What are you saying, bro? That Liverpool don't have fans from Africa. And what Liverpool fans in Africa are two Premier League trophy glory hunter thinking. Come on, bro. Come on.
no,
Everybody
Liverpool.
becomes a fan. Listen to this. Everybody becomes a fan of a club depending on the era. You
Yes,
find that a
yeah,
lot of people
yeah.
from Africa are Manchester United fans because Manchester United were dominating, right?
And
Would you call
Chelsea
those
too
guys
in
then glory hunters?
2005.
Chelsea were also dominating at a
I
point.
became a Chelsea fan
Will you
2005,
call them?
right?
Will you call those Chelsea fans that started supporting Chelsea then also glory hunters,
Yeah.
bro? Come on, like, yeah, L comments, bro. I hate United too. Up now, you deserve a bomb for that, bro.
For saying he hates
Now,
United.
like minds, we think alike, bro. We think alike. That is it. United. Nah, come on, bro. Kiki take it as a compliment. Yeah. Bro, I'll take it as a compliment, but I'm also saying, like, when you think about people supporting clubs, people usually join,
Because of
supporting club
an
because of the
era,
era
something
they
that
are
happened. Yeah.
dominating. You get what I'm saying? You can't call those people glory hunters. That is what makes you support a club. Either you live in that location, because people that support Newcastle
Yeah.
and Crystal Palace and all these other,
Like
what we call local clubs,
I lived in
live there.
I lived in Nottingham, right? I
Yeah.
used to watch Nottingham games when they were in the
Mhm,
second division. Nottingham is like a second club to me,
mhm. And
right? So
actually, my football
yeah.
journey, actually, I was a Liverpool fan long before, but then Andy convinced me to be a Chelsea fan. That didn't take on.
I was actually a
That didn't
Liverpool
take
fan.
on.
I was a Liverpool fan first. In early
Oh,
2001, 2002, I was a Liverpool
bruh.
fan first. Then I became a Chelsea fan in 2005, right? So
It is what it is, man. If you support the club, you support the club. It is what it is. What club do you support, Kobe? What club do you support? I'm sure you're a Man U fan. I'm sure you're a Man U fan. Tell me you're a Man U fan.
he's a Chelsea fan.
I'm sure you're a Man U fan.
He's a
But
Chelsea fan.
Liberia, Liverpool never had fans there of CCT when I came to here. Oh,
True, true,
fair,
true. Maybe
fair.
yeah, he's right. He's
But
right.
yeah, you're right
But
though. Like,
what fan are
what?
you? I'm curious.
Yeah,
What fan?
you're right about, like, Liverpool will not get that buzz, right? Because of course there were other clubs that were dominating a lot,
I think
right? And so most people
Man
just
U
end up
and
being Man U,
Chelsea
Chelsea.
make up that African.
The people that I will
Yeah.
actually, if you're going to talk about glory hunters, I will actually say
City
City fans.
fans, yes.
When
Because
somebody tells you they're a City fan, well,
I
okay,
have
maybe Liverpool fan, but mostly
most
City fans.
most of the Man so City fans now, especially in Africa, the ones I know
Mhm,
anyways, it's just my opinion. The ones I know are people that were tired of when Man U started to retrogress. They moved
mhm.
from Man U to City.
Yeah.
And the Chelsea fans, some of them, when Mourinho left,
Mhm.
they moved into City too,
Yeah.
right? So you have those two makeup and people that love Guardiola. Come on,
Of course. Of course.
he's loved by
But yeah,
people.
Kobe,
Yeah.
what team do you support actually? What team do you support? City fans who are not from Manchester or from UK or Ireland are the glory hunter. I told you. I was saying City fans, bro. Like, there's literally a friend I met recently, and I asked him what club he supports. I said he supports City, and I looked at him like,
Ah, yes, yes.
"You
A lot of
support
us
City?"
now became City fans as well.
Because they
I
wanted a
forgot to
trophy.
add that.
They wanted a
Yeah.
trophy.
Frustration. I
They
forgot
wanted,
to
no,
add
no,
that.
no. But also a lot of Africans, you find that either Manchester
And
United fans,
us now,
Arsenal fans, Chelsea
yes,
fans.
where Arsenal fans were, most
No,
of them
like,
are
no, I'm saying the majority of
okay.
fan bases, majority of
Oh,
fan
he's a
bases.
United fan.
I I
Respect.
knew it. I
Respect.
knew it.
Respect.
I said it. I said it. I told it.
The
I knew you're
enemy.
a United
We're
fan.
happy to have you on the live, the enemy.
Premier League only had
Enemy
fans
of
of
this guy.
United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Chelsea. Fair, fair,
Yeah.
fair.
Exactly. Those were the three main clubs, especially in
Yeah,
Africa, right?
I
So
guess those are the clubs that, yeah, those have most of the loyal fans that will
yeah.
stay through the hard times and everything and try to. But anyways, moving on from that. So Club World Cup. Let's give our final conversation on Club World Cup before we give our final thoughts. What's your prediction on the Club World Cup? Who do you see moving forward?
To be honest, potential upsets I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see it in Chelsea Benfica because
Okay.
I simply don't trust my team, right? I see it in Inter Fluminense.
Okay.
I simply don't trust Chivu yet. He's a new coach, still understanding his team. I
Mm-hmm.
see it in Flamingo Bayern. That's a potential upset too. Simply
Ah.
be like SSB said, two managers, inexperienced, going ahead each other, testing
Mm-hmm.
out tactics. Someone will come out on top. We don't know,
Mm-hmm.
right? Real Madrid Juve.
Mm-hmm.
Real Madrid should win Juve.
You don't see any
Uh,
upset there, right?
I don't think so, but I might be wrong. Which other team is there?
That
What?
and Dortmund. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Dortmund.
Dortmund, Monterrey.
Oh no, Dortmund should win.
Dortmund should progress. So we might possibly get a Dortmund Real Madrid quarterfinal,
Yeah,
Bayern PSG quarterfinal,
yeah. Inter
City Inter quarterfinal. If no upsets happen,
yes.
and maybe a
Chelsea
Chelsea
Palmeiras.
Palmeiras or a Chelsea Botafogo quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Anyways, cool. What are your
Final
final
thoughts.
thoughts? Yeah. What are your final thoughts?
Um, Final thoughts for me is Club World Cup tomorrow starts tomorrow, right? It's a round of 16. We'll see what happens. My club is
Mm-hmm.
playing. We'll see what they do. If they lose, I'll not be moved. I'll not be surprised. If they win, kudos to them. They are doing something good, right?
Yeah.
As for
Mm-hmm.
other games, let's just watch and see. I think I just want to enjoy the Club World
Mm-hmm.
Cup and see what it has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's going to get really serious, right? As for transfers, until I hear medical is booked,
Yeah.
I'll just take it as a rumor. So that's all for me.
Okay. Anyway, big shout out to you guys in the chat. Kobe, SSV, who else? Who was commented? Closer to truth. AB as always. I appreciate you guys for joining as always.
Dorcas,
Remember, guys, we go live every day, 6 p.m. CST. So if you've not subscribed, please do. We're on the road to 3K subscribers. Let's get it together, guys. 6 p.m. CST every single day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. You
yeah,
guys enjoy the rest
ciao.
of your day.